Whoever sees this and subscribes right now will get a free Drake. Hey, no one's ducking anymore. What's going on, YouTube? It's only Knox Hill, and we're back with the reaction series. So today, man, I think the world is still shooketh from the shot heard all around it, fired by Kendrick Lamar. No more Mr. Duckworth this time. He came through and gave us Euphoria, which resulted in like a 45-minute just insane breakdown on this channel. Now, Drake being Drake, he's still trolling on social media. He's still playing that game, which we know that he's good at. He loves his memes. He loves everything like that. But at the end of the day, this is a battle that's going to be decided on wax. Now, the one thing I love about this track season, I mean, obviously there's rumors, there's misinformation, there's all kinds of stuff flying around. But the skits never lie. I mean, these guys fire back quicker than anyone else. I mean, within 2 hours, they already had a reply up on it. So everybody who's wondering what Drake is going to do and what his motives might be, how he might be feeling about the situation, well, look no further, because RDC World has got us covered with exclusive footage right here, right now. This is Drake here in Kendrick's diss.
This shit that for real, man. Yo, my hair is the beef. Yeah, fuck all that pushing P. Let me see you push a T.
What? Push a T? That shit lame as fuck.
He's terribly rare. How would you see two bad bitches?
Two bad bitches?
Like women, it's real competition. You might pop ass with them. Let's be
dude, pop ass with them.
I'll make sure I double back with them.
Come on, stupid.
Nigga that says he was signed to.
Oh no! Oh no! Beam and Quentin Miller are making guest appearances. How did they even get them in this video? I mean, look at these outfits. This is next level costume design right here. This is when you know you're rocking high production value. This is what RDC World gives us. I love Mark's face though on the left, man. Mark's fucking just deadpan, like, hang on. No, this is fire, but I don't want to say anything.
I like that record. We don't wanna hear you say nigga no more.
Dude, I'm black. I'm black. What is he talking about? I'm black.
No more. Stop.
Dude, that shit was lame as fuck.
Oh no.
Hey, where y'all going? Where y'all going? Oh, y'all scared? Oh, fuck it, man. We don't need them, man. Lame ass diss, man. How are people listening to this? This don't deserve a response, right? You know what? Take a picture of me. I'm about to respond with an Instagram caption. You can't take that. I mean, what should I say? There's so many out there.
I don't think you should do that, bro.
Oh, what you thinking? What should I say? An Instagram story or a photo dump? A photo dump, that'll get them going for real.
Nope.
What? What's that?
That went from 0 to 100 real quick.
Real. What? What's that?
You know what's hilarious though is that Drake literally took to Instagram stories to respond to Kendrick. No internet silence. Like he's still posting on stories. He's still trying to troll. He's going like Mean Girls right now when Kendrick just get in the booth.
Dump, that'll get them going for real. What's that? What is that?
Bro, that's the only way, bro.
Come on, put that away, Crody. We don't need
Crody.
that.
That nigga rapping, bro.
Come on, you don't believe in me?
Laughing, bro.
What's going on with you?
I done heard you my whole life, nigga. I know.
Yes, I've been in the game for a long time.
Oh, that nigga, man.
Man, don't tell me you're scared too. Come on, man. It's nothing.
Listen, 2 a.m. in Compton, bro. Drop
2 a.m.
that.
Come on. Dude, I'm not using
Drop
this,
that,
man.
bro.
You know what? It don't matter that you don't believe in me, man. Let me get in the booth. That's what everybody want, huh? That's what everybody wants. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Watch out, man. This is crazy. This is crazy. I could top that easy. That short ass nigga, man. That's crazy. I was really trying to keep this PG.
No.
Yeah, you like that, right? Where you going? Come on, hey.
No, Mark's
Houston, Atlanta, Vegas. Houston, Atlanta, Vegas. Come on.
Oh no. Hey. We're going to get some nice hooks. We're going to get some nice melodies. At least it's coming. Oh, everybody's jumping ship. If it wasn't bad enough that everybody's dissing Drake, Ross, Future, Metro, now his own team is jumping ship from him. But man, I would give anything to have been a fly on the wall listening to Drake as he's plotting out the diss. But look, I wanted to just have some fun, enjoy this. Shout out to RDC World. I'll put links to them. They are hilarious, man, on TikTok, on YouTube too. But I also wanted to talk a little bit about going forward with this beef situation because you guys always want to tap in with me, get my thoughts. I think maybe tomorrow we'll do a Pusha T breakdown. But from Drake's side of things, right, in terms of the angles that Kendrick took, most of what Kendrick addressed with Drake, he's already heard before. He had it to a degree from Pusha T, with the whole light skin thing. He had it from Rick Ross. Obviously, Kendrick took these a step further. Like Kendrick did a deep dive into Drake's soul and really started to talk deeper than that. Not just making fun of him for that, for sort of things. He really wanted to look at his impact on the culture and how the culture views him. Now, those are some deeper holes that Kendrick is diving into and poking. But still, on the surface level, Drake has heard this stuff before. And if Drake studies battle rap the way that I know Drake does, Drake has been at plenty of battles, right? He's put money down on battle rappers. He loves to study it. So he's got appreciation for it. I feel like he's learned from the Pusha T experience, right? Obviously, he got sideswiped with the whole Addy Done thing. But I feel like in his mind, he's had to have been turning over that beat for years and how he might have responded, how he might have rebutted. So now Kendrick comes along using a number of the same ammunition, again, but to a different level, right? Than Pusha T used. But Drake should have some responses in mind and ready to go. So I feel like we're definitely going to get rebuttals on that. I feel like he's got to be ready on that side of things. Now, there's two things that Kendrick pointed out that feel like smoking guns to me. That's very, very interesting, and I wonder what Drake is going to do with them. First is the feature request. I was shocked when that happened, right? What you got to understand, and this is why we did a whole video breaking down the beef. I mean, this is a decade plus of them throwing shots, throwing shade and interviews, all kinds of stuff at each other, right? There has been bad blood for a long, long time there. So it's very surprising to me that Drake would reach out to Kendrick about the feature. But what I think that Kendrick is referring to, right, and I'm starting to connect dots here, J. Cole, Drake, Kendrick Lamar was supposed to happen for First Person Shooter. And Drake reached out to Kendrick to get him on First Person Shooter. And that is what Kendrick turned down. And after Kendrick turned it down, then it felt like he got boxed out in his world. And he felt like they were taking shots and jabs at him, talking about them being the two GOATs. And it's almost like they were being spiteful. And it's like a Mean Girls situation almost, right? I don't know why I'm shouting out this movie at the end. But hey, at the end of the day, that's what it feels like, right? It takes just these little situations that stir up the drama. But Kendrick didn't like that. And then you start talking about legacy. And we've talked about this, how important legacy is to these artists, what they're thinking about at this point in time, because they're getting older. And now they're starting to really reflect on what they want their careers to mean. So for Kendrick, he's looking at it like, nah, I'm not being put into this big three classification anymore. There's only going to be one, and I'm going to take it. So that feature, I think, is from First Person Shooter that Drake is talking about. So I wonder if we're going to get more on that, if he's going to flip that angle. So that's how I see him dealing with and possibly addressing that. Like he was trying to put on for hip hop and do it in that way and go above and beyond the beef. Show that he's actually trying to be a better person for the culture, right? That could be a good flip because Kendrick poked a lot of holes. Like Drake is an actor. Everything he does is calculated. It's all for streams. It's all for sales. Almost painting him like a vulture in a sense. Like he is here taking advantage of all of this, right? He never really lived this life. He never came up in this way. He doesn't really appreciate that true struggle, that true pain. So this is a way for Drake to rebuttal and deal with that. So that's one. The other smoking gun for me that I think is a really bad look for Drake, and we talked about this a little bit, is the whole cease and desist thing. I want to know more about that now. The cease and desist that was given to Rick Ross, and now the cease and desist that he delivered to Metro Boomin, that Kendrick claims that he did. Because Drake needs to get out in front of that. Because Drake has not addressed that yet. He hasn't dealt with that situation, so that's a very interesting one. And normally, if you don't deal with situations, you can't just sweep something like that under the rug, right? Silence implies guilt. So get out in front of it. So I think he's really got to address those two situations, and then he's really got to look at impact on the culture. Now, Kendrick spent 6 minutes tearing apart this man. And there's rumors that this is 6 minutes of a 20-minute greater diss. And Kendrick's got more in the barrel. And we know that Drake already had another diss track ready. I've got a friend who's an industry ghostwriter. Shout out to Cliff Beats. But I've talked to other people in the industry too. Some people have heard it. Academics has talked about it. Drake had a very nasty, vicious, like low-blowing diss track ready to go. I don't know if we're going to get that now, if he's going to go back and retool it. I think he will retool it because he's going to be on the defensive now. He's got to be on the defensive. He's got to address some of these things, and then he's got to counter. He can't just drop a diss track and go offense the whole time. He's got to play a little bit of defense now because of what Kendrick has done and the holes that he has systematically poked in his game. So it's going to be really, really interesting. But I definitely feel like we're getting another one from Drake. And then depending on the response to that and how that does, I think affects if we get another one from Kendrick. Because let's say Drake drops and people don't like it and there's issues with it, like the Tupac AI one, and things happen. Kendrick doesn't even need to drop, right? He can just take the W and go, you just shot yourself in the foot, right? But if Drake drops and has a monumental response, it could force more from Kendrick. But it definitely feels like both artists have more in the tank. They got more tucked away, and the chessboard continues to change, and pieces continue to get moved. But what do you guys think of this whole situation? I know it's wild, right? We just did like a funny comedy video just to jump into it because, hey, you got to laugh, got to have fun in these situations. And then we did like a serious kind of dissection at the end. But I want to hear from you guys what you think. Who's ahead right now in the beef? You think Drake's going to come back? Listen, don't underestimate Drake. I keep telling you that. Don't underestimate him. And I was telling people when everybody's like, Kendrick's ducking, blah, blah, blah. Listen, when Kendrick comes, the world's going to know about it. Pause. Anyways. I love you guys. Stay safe, stay positive. Subscribe, notifications on. I love you. I'll catch you again in the next vid.